Hey guys, my name is Kat and I'm a silver leader with Young Living, and I want to thank Betsy for asking me to speak to you guys today. Um, what an amazing group you guys have, and what an amazing leader you have. I adore Betsy, so I'm really honored that she asked me to speak with you guys today. She wanted me to come in here and just introduce myself and kind of talk about where I'm from, how I got started, and a little bit of my why, and maybe give you guys a couple business tips that might help you. My name is Kat, like I said. This month is my oilversary. I got my kid on August 29th of 2014. I live in Austin, Texas, well, kind of outside Austin. I live actually by Lake Travis. So we're, I don't know, not really a suburb, but our address is Austin. All around us is a whole other city thing, but we're kind of in the country a little bit. But so I got my kit August 29, 2014, as I said, and we got it with the express purpose of helping our youngest daughter. I have 3 kids. My son is 30. My oldest daughter is 14. My youngest is going to be 12. I also have 2 grandsons. William's 8, and Emmett will be 3 in November. My son and the boys all live here with my husband and the girls and I. We have a very small house, so we're kind of on top of each other, but it's wonderful to have the opportunity to be with them. The boys are visiting their mom right now, so otherwise there'd be chaos going around me right now. So it's a good week to do this, I guess, although I miss them, I will have to say. Anyway, so we started with Young Living with the express purpose to help my youngest daughter. In 2014, our family was in transition. It was a really huge year for us. It was I always say the best of times and the worst of times was 2014 for us. Transitions can be great. They can be good things, but they are still stressful regardless. And for my little girl, everything that came down on us in 2014 was just about broke the camel's back. She had high anxiety, would have daily panic attacks, couldn't get out of the car to get to school, go into school. She was afraid, lived in just total fear. We were trying everything we could to help her, and I did not want to resort to medicating her. We were working with the counselor at the school and with her teacher, and sometimes we'd see progress, sometimes not. So a friend of mine who was involved with Young Living highly recommended me getting the kit. At the time, the kit came with Peace and Calming, and she told me that oil would work. I was very skeptical, I'm not going to lie to you. All I knew about essential oils was the fact that they made your house smell good, right? They made everything smell nice. I didn't understand the rest of the benefits of them. But I did my research, and for a couple months I researched and researched and researched, and finally I broke down one day and said, I need to get this kit. I had just quit my job. We had no business spending $160 on a kit that may or may not work, but my husband knew that I had done my research, and so he said, let's do it. Let's just bite the bullet and do it. What's the worst that can happen? We have these oils. You'll use them, he said. I said, okay. So I bought my kit. A week after purchasing my kit, it arrives, and Ziola's was home, of course, not at school. It was typical, not at school. And so she was home, and she helped. We'd been talking about this oil that was coming with the kit. So she was very excited to try it. And she opened the box with me, and we put the oil in the diffuser, the Peace and Calming, in the diffuser, and turned it on, and that steam came over her, and I remember her putting her head over the diffuser, and this smile that I hadn't seen in so very long just came over her face. And that was it. I knew that God had blessed us with something miraculous and that was going to help us. And over the course of 3 months, using that oil daily, she no longer had panic attacks. She was able to go to school, and she joined the gymnastics team, having never taken gymnastics before. She tried out for it. It just changed her whole world. I attribute her teacher and her counselor also for a lot of that. But the oil definitely was the catalyst to help her receive the message that they were trying to give her. It was a real blessing for us. So after that experience of seeing that smile, I knew we were onto something, and I had to shout it to everybody. I'd tell everybody about the oils. I mean, people thought I was crazy, but I accidentally started a business doing that. And in 2 months, I hit executive. 2 months after that, I was silver. And that's kind of where I stayed. And this is where my business lessons really kicked in. Not only business lessons, but life lessons. So I stayed at silver. And for a year, I just kind of, coasted there. And then, not even a year, for just a few months, I coasted there. What am I saying? I coasted there. And then in 2015, my son's world came crashing down, and he and his boys and his wife at the time moved in with us. And I focused my energy and my time on helping them, helping their family. And I didn't focus as much on my business. And so what happens when you don't focus on things? It starts to fall behind. And I lost silver. And, to be perfectly honest, I was devastated at first. And then I just said, well, okay, that's it. This is probably as good as it's going to get. I'm not going to get up there like everybody else. And I focused my attention on this situation that we had in our home at the time. And yeah, I fell behind. And after a year struggling like that, I realized that, last summer, it wasn't going to help. It wasn't going to help if I just kept coasting, if I just kept sometimes hitting silver, sometimes not. I wasn't really going anywhere. My business wasn't doing anything. And I had this incredible gift at my fingertips that I wasn't utilizing. So I got involved in a mentorship group under Nikki Ham. I'm in her downline as well. I got involved with a mentorship with her, and she pretty much kind of pulled me out of my rut, out of my depression, out of the yuck I was miring myself in. And we really got involved with personal growth and with how to effectively grow my business, how to change it. And a few months after that, my whole team, I have two amazing leaders that I work very closely with, Wendy Nicholson and Lisa Greco Lopez. And I signed Lisa up. I've known her for 13 years now. And she signed up Wendy, and we brought the team together, my entire downline together, and we started really working hard at that. And I started really focusing on personal growth. And that changed the landscape of everything. And so if I give you guys one main business tip, it is to don't lose sight of your personal growth. It's really important to keep reading. It's really important to keep doing the hard work, to keep on top of the things that you need to go through. It's hard. It doesn't feel good all the time. You're going to cry sometimes with things that you discover about yourself and about just the exhaustion of learning all this. But I'll tell you what, when you start examining all that and you really allow yourself that opportunity to grow and you allow God to guide that, it is the most freeing experience, and it resonates in every aspect of my life, including my business. I'm able to be there to focus on other people. I'm able to be of help. I'm able to be of service to them. I can help them get through like Nikki did for me. And so in a sense, I'm able to give back because of personal growth. The other biggest thing with your business is your commitment. You got to be committed. I understand if you have full-time jobs or you have, a house full of children. I have a house full of children on a normal day. As I said, the boys are with their mom. My girls are at gymnastics and band camp now. So this is the opportunity. I'm at home alone, which is never happens, but it was a good opportunity to have Betsy ask me to do this. And yes, they're visiting their mom. The boys are. She no longer is with my son. She's made other choices, which I just keep praying. So I pray for her, and that's okay. The kids are fine. They're happy, and my son's happy, and everybody's okay. And that's the most important thing. Anyways, uh, I understand if you have full-time jobs, you have a full-time family, you have all this stuff, you have all these commitments, you have all this time. But instead of using, as my dear friend Wendy Nicholson says, instead of saying, why not? Why can't I? These are the reasons why I can't. Let's change that. You know, you got to change that focus and say, these are the reasons why I can. This is why I can take 10 minutes, just 10 minutes every day to do my business. This is, you know, why I can make a phone call. I can focus on my downline for just a few minutes a day. Because the honest to God truth is we're given a real gift. We're not only given the gift of these oils and, you know, these products, but we're giving people the gift of opportunity too. We don't know what people are going through. You know, if they may need that extra $500 a month. They may need to get out of a situation that they're in, and we have the opportunity to present that to them, to help them get there. We're given the opportunity to work for a company that actually cares about people and not just about the products that they, you know, create. And that's pretty special, you know, seriously. So as far as business goes, your commitment, personal growth, your why. My why is my family. My why is the same why as you have. I do have some specific things, and it has evolved over time. One of my biggest whys is not only to bring my husband home, to pay off our debt, etc., but I want to be able to give back in as many ways as I possibly can. And one of the biggest things I want to do is I really, down the road, when I am diamond, crown diamond, royal crown diamond, I seriously, I want to fund a rehab center for, specifically for moms who have found themselves in situations and want to get better. It's a huge heart pull for me. It's something that I feel that God is calling me to do, and so that's a definite thing that I want to create with my Young Living income, you know, with my Young Living experience. You know, so be strong with your why. Have that why. Think bigger. If your why is to, and there's no big or wrong why, but if your why is to make your car payment, you can flip that, change that to, I want to pay cash for a brand new car. You know, think bigger with your why. It's a driving force. Know that with your business, you do not have to put in 40 hours a week. You do not have to put in 8 hours a day to have a successful business. All you have to do is be consistent. You just have to be there. You have to show up, even if that's only 10 minutes a day. We can create that 10 minutes a day to check in with our downline, to read out of a book, a leadership book of some sort, a personal growth book, to make a phone call, you know, just 10 intentional minutes of towards your business, and that will definitely change the landscape of your business. And speaking of books, there's one book that I highly recommend. I really, really recommend. It's called The QBQ. If you have not read it, please read it. It is an amazing book. It changed my perspective on so many things, not just with this business, but with my life in general. I would recommend it to anybody, business or not. It is an incredible book, QBQ, The Question Behind the Question. And yeah, that's really all I have for you today. I hope that covered everything Betsy wanted me to. And I'm very honored to be here. And if any of you have any questions or any thoughts, or just want someone to talk to, please feel free to message me. I am always available. So I would love to, anything I can do to be of service to you guys is a good thing for me. So anything I can do, just please let me know. And thank you again, Betsy. I really appreciate you allowing me the opportunity to be of service. And it's an honor to be here with you all. So I hope you all have a great week and a wonderful August. And God bless you. Thanks so much again.